I had any more hope for the LarryBoy movie at this point, then it's like instantly out the freaking window. So the VeggieTales community is telling me, well, at first it started as rumors, but now the rumors are confirmed to be true. Kingstone Studios messing around with AI. At first I was like, okay, like they're not stupid enough to incorporate AI. But guess what? There's this video circulating around on social media, and it's like, oh my gosh, what in the frick is going on? I was like, let's check this bullshit out. Okay, pardon my language, but this is insane. And I'm getting a text right now. I'll look at it later. Alright, so I got several tabs opened because when I first saw this, what was it, yesterday or was it today? I don't freaking know. But it's like, it was like I had this out-of-body experience. It's like, no, they couldn't stoop that low. Kingstone Studios could not have stepped this freaking low. But guess what? And there's a reason why it's unlisted. They unlisted the video. Wow, somebody took back their like. And of course, the dislikes outweigh the likes. Okay, we're not gonna play audio to this. It was like, I'm just gonna skip around. It's like this AI garbage. They look scared. I assume that's supposed to be Mr. Nezzer. My God, this looks painful to watch. And this came out on May 21st. So that's probably why I haven't heard about it, because it came out in May and it was unlisted. And I can see all the comments now. Yeah, let's read the comments real quick. The fact that you even considered using AI for VeggieTales projects shows that you should not hold the keys to this franchise. Yeah, I agree at this point. Okay, VeggieTales unofficial. I'm at a loss for words. RIP VeggieTales. It was a great run. Phil is rolling over in his grave. He wasn't even dead. You killed him with this, and now he's rolling over. LarryBoy 2026 to be the first movie to make $0 at the global box office. Here's another one. This is extremely disappointing to look at. VeggieTales doesn't deserve this mistreatment. And here's another one, RIP VeggieTales. To quote a Letterboxd review, yo, unreleased this, which, by the way, I have the article from Letterboxd, which I'll get to in a moment. VeggieTales, AI generated nightmare. Phil and Mike would have hated this. Okay, thanks for the nightmare fuel. I actually had faith that you could handle the LarryBoy film, but apparently not. Here's another one. We gone from having a Christian family cartoon that references pop culture, including horror movies of all things, and was a trailblazer for CGI, to watered down surface level generic kids movie AI slop. Alright, so that's basically like a lot of the comments here. And again, the dislikes outweighing the likes. There used to be 8 likes, but I guess somebody took back their like and put it to dislike. I don't know. So I had to write my own comment in this garbage video. But I want to show you something first. This is not the only AI video that they made. Heck, they're considering a Jonah movie. However, upcoming animated movie of Jonah for streaming on Kingstone's Plus subscription or whatever. I'm not going to play all this. I'm not going to play the audio because, yeah, we're being careful with copyright, so we don't want to get flagged for stuff. Anyway. Yeah, this doesn't even look real. Like, none of this looks real. And guess what? Guess what they're using? Okay, you have the Kingstone logo, and guess what? Boom. Filmport.ai. So I tried looking up what this actually is, and apparently it's like it lets you create films using AI. And I pointed that out on my Twitter page. Yeah, today I ranted about this whole spiel. Okay, so apparently this is what they're using. Filmport.ai, some kind of AI software to make shit movie trailers to make this abomination. And here's what I wrote on Twitter. And I took a screenshot of both of these videos. Here's what I wrote. It comes to my attention that Kingstone Studios has been experimenting with AI. Their Jonah trailer makes it clear that they're using something called filmport.ai, which they sugarcoat as animated. Because when you go back to the description of their video, it says from Kingstone Studios, the upcoming animated movie. So they're basically trying to hide the fact that this is made by AI. But no, let's not call it AI. Let's call it animated. It's animated. Just like they're trying to fool us. So I mentioned the VeggieTales AI crap, or whatever you want to call it at this point, which they have unlisted on YouTube. It's become more and more apparent, not apparently, LBF, you freaking idiot, that the 2026 LarryBoy movie is screwed. While I'm open to using AI for certain things, and then I list like some little bitty things like setting reminders, alarms, like to use it sparingly. I should have put that. While I'm open to using AI sparingly, AI has no place in the entertainment industry. Point blank period. At this point, I go on, much of the hope that I had for the 2026 LarryBoy movie has been thrown out the window. If Kingstone Studios is nothing more than a cesspool of AI crap, then this studio has no business making the LarryBoy movie. So that's what I posted on Twitter. And then like an hour later, I show screenshots of the comment that I wrote on YouTube under the VeggieTales AI monstrosity. And that's right, folks, I have no regrets. So here's what I wrote in this bullshit video, and I took screenshots in case they decide to delete it so that we have it on the record. Here's what I write. Dear Kingstone Studios, AI is supposed to be moderately useful to people, not make people lazy. And to see you guys use AI to recreate our beloved VeggieTales characters, it's appalling. And I meant that wholeheartedly. You know, I've had a long-time relationship with VeggieTales, but you guys made a nothing but a hate relationship with not only me, but also with long-time VeggieTales fans. Fans who have been around since the early 1990s. You see, there's a reason why you unlisted this quote-unquote trailer, because people don't want to see AI slop. People aren't going to want to watch something that's no better than AI-made videos that flood TikTok nowadays. And trust me, there's a lot of videos on TikTok that are made by AI 100%. Y'all were chosen to make the 2026 LarryBoy movie. And what do? You shovel out this sample trailer of cringy AI-made VeggieTales. That's like being chosen to care for a newly orphaned baby and then throwing that baby into a volcano. You destroyed people's hopes for a triumphant return of LarryBoy, one that people had asked and begged for years. Years, ladies and gentlemen, years. While there's still time between now and 2026, I seriously doubt that you guys will change your ways at this point. You made your bed, so you gotta lay in it. Because how can you help someone with a bad addiction if they refuse to change, or if they refuse to acknowledge that they have a problem? So don't be surprised if the 2026 LarryBoy movie flops, because again, no one is going to watch AI slop. And then I signed off the letter by saying, sincerely, LarryBoy Fanatic, the eyes and plunger ears of the LarryBoy multiverse, yada yada yada. One where there's no AI. And so far I got a lot of likes on this comment, which is not surprising, because people are siding with me on this, and I'm really glad. And you know who else sides with me? This article from Letterboxd. This was made by Veggie Fanatic. Go check out this article, read this article, because it pins down like a lot of the issues that have been made, a lot of the issues that were pointed out ever since VeggieTales has gone downhill. An AI generated Jonah promoting a book. Well, the graphic novels. Let's check that out real quick. See? It's this one. I'm not going to play audio to this, but it's important to watch this. The speech doesn't even look natural. I mean, look at that. That's just... Yeah, with or without audio, this video sucks. It's freaking AI. The whale doesn't even look natural. See, they're promoting their graphic novels. Yeah, let's pitch the Kingstone Bible before heading off to Nineveh. Great. And you see how in the comments that people don't want AI to be used in the LarryBoy movie? Us VeggieTales fans are cooked if this studio is doing the quote-unquote animation for the LarryBoy movie. Just hoping they don't use AI on this LarryBoy film. Please don't do this to LarryBoy. I'm begging you, please don't make the LarryBoy movie like this. But are they gonna listen? No. No. That's why these comments exist. That's why this article exists. And you know what else exists? Behind the scenes stuff from past LarryBoy projects. I want you guys to take a look at this. Behind the scenes footage of LarryBoy and the Bad Apple. Okay, this is one of their animators. This was way before AI was even involved. See how they're making the animation? The technology they're using? I mean, come on, there's no AI. You don't need AI to make really good animation. You don't. You know, this takes a lot of time and effort. And you know what? The time and effort pays off. I mean, look at it. The details. The details and everything, anything and everything. Like even this part, the Larry cave. Look at how gorgeous that is. You don't need AI to create all that. You try to do this with AI and it looks silly. It looks ridiculous. It looks unnatural. You could tell that a lot of time and effort was put into all this and people loved it. All this technology existed way before AI. And all of this looks stunning. Sure, it was time consuming, but guess what? All that pays off. And that's kind of why we have videos like LarryBoy and the Bad Apple. This is part of why I call LarryBoy and the Bad Apple the gold standard. I talk about that in my review. In both my original review and in my re-review. But no, we gotta settle for AI bullshit. See how unnatural this all feels? It's like, what am I even looking at? And they want to resort to this unnatural garbage and want to disguise it as animated. When we all know... Oh, cinematic animation, yeah, right. Yeah, freaking right. We all know at this point that it's filmport.ai. They're using AI software. If you wanted to put a name to all this tomfoolery, then it's filmport.ai. That they want to call animated. It's like, it's animated, ooh. We gotta sugarcoat it. But yeah, I've already voiced my concerns about all this. Their screw up with VeggieTales. And yeah, I left them a comment, and again, I have no regrets. Because I meant every word of what I said on this. I voiced it on Twitter. I voiced it on, like, in the comments section. This is insane. And that's why they kept quiet about the LarryBoy movie this whole time, because they didn't want people finding out, oh, we're experimenting with AI. It's like, oh, here's a sample. Oh no, well, we gotta unlist the video. Unlist the video, unlist the video. But it's too freaking late. We already know. It's like, people already know. It's like, you didn't think that people were gonna be focused on this, laser focused on this. You didn't think people were gonna find out about this or investigate. Basically, Kingstone Studios, you got caught red-handed. You got caught. Oh, sure, now they want to advertise Kingstone Plus. Let me guess, is all this going to be AI? Signed a development deal with NBC Universal to bring one of their most iconic animated characters to the big screen. Well, you sure as hell ain't going to do that with AI. I won't allow it. It's like, why is this a possibility when it comes to the entertainment industry? What happened to the creativity? I really don't see a way out of this. I don't. And it's sad. It's like, we could tell Kingstone Studios and NBC Universal numerous times that this is not what we want. But they're not going to listen. Instead, they're going to try and sugarcoat things, hide the fact that they're using AI, and then unlist videos whenever they put out material and people don't like it. I'm disappointed. And I'm really scared at this point. It's like, if y'all don't feel that y'all can handle the LarryBoy movie, then you need to give the project to someone else. Or you could shelve the movie and admit that we were right all along, that you don't know what you're doing. So those are your two options. Either give this project to another studio, or shelve it and admit that you guys screwed up. I really don't know what to say at this point. I feel like I covered my bases. I made my points on both Twitter and in the comments section and this video that I'm about to put out. And we're talking about this just days after I put out my LarryBoy and the Bad Apple re-review. Which, by the way, thank you guys so much. It's like, we've gotten a lot of views on the re-review, and I appreciate you guys supporting that. You know what? That would be so cool if the community made their own LarryBoy movie. I think the community would do better justice for LarryBoy than Kingstone Studios right now. Anyways, back to Billy Bustup, who's been doing a phenomenal job at what they're doing, giving the fans what they want, and certainly not using AI. They made it perfectly clear that they're not going to use AI at all when making this spectacular video game. Yeah, I'm more excited for Billy Bustup than the LarryBoy movie right now. And I've said that over and over and over. And now this solidifies, this is more of a reason to support other movies and companies that are doing the right thing, that treat their fans with respect, and they give the fans what they want. Do not support projects like this, projects that use a lot of AI. The film industry, the entertainment industry needs to be better than this, okay? We have to do better. Be creative, be original, don't be lazy. That's all we ask. And will Kingstone Studios ever do that? I doubt it.